And coming to you remotely tonight.
Please let us know if the audio can be better. But otherwise, we're just going to press on through. We are going to do a Magic Origins 8-4. So I'm going to go ahead and hop in that.
Yep,
Okay.
sounds good. I may have to step away for moments. I'm watching our dog tonight, so I may, excuse myself for a minute, but otherwise should be available for all this. So,
Oh, did you see we could have hopped in for 140 prize points or play points?
oh, could we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. They implemented that. Cool.
All right. Let's see what our first pack has. Chandra.
Are you saying, or are you just guessing? I don't see it yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
we do have a Chandra. Yes, that's a slam. Oh, wow,
Yeah.
really good pack. Holy cats.
Yeah. Whirler Rogue is awesome. Sunworld Alpha's awesome. The Knight of the Pilgrimage is pretty good, and the Leaf Guilder is quite good. So, yeah, this is a nice pack.
What's the card we don't see? Is it just the land?
Swam.
Yeah, it's just the land. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if I actually think we should pick Chandra, but I think Whirler Rogue might be actually slightly better. It's in a worse color, but everyone talks about how great that card is in limited. But we're going to take the Chandra because last time I played it, I screwed it up, so we're going to try not to screw it up this time.
So we have to cast red cards. We have to cast 2 red cards in one turn.
Well, so we'll go over it after we'll get through the draft, and when we draw it, we'll go over it. But it's also the tap ability you have to trigger the flip on, not the damage. Like it's easy to get when you read it, but like I totally.
All right. So. Well, now we're following this up. We could take Flame Shadow Conjuring, which we could try and do something cute with because it's early. Ravaging Blaze is an X removal spell. Otherwise, there's the Suppression Bonds. I also see Eye Blight Massacre. What are you thinking?
Ravaging Blaze seems to be the bigger pick. So
yeah. I think you can do. I think you can do cute stuff with a Flame Shadow Conjuring, but it seems like this card is just good.
So Ravaging Blaze is going to be pretty consistent for you, even if all it does is kill a creature. Flame Shadow Conjuring, like when you're behind and it's your 4-drop, is so bad. And this is a real tempo-based format, so while you can do cute stuff with it, it just doesn't. It oftentimes doesn't do enough. You really need to be in pretty specific decks for it. So
I also see this Veteran Sidearm, which it's a card I've been pretty impressed with.
I like having,
but I certainly don't want to pick it here.
Running 1 is okay, but yeah, and it could wheel. So.
Yep. All right. And as far as signals, we're setting some more black signals, some white signals, no blue to follow up that.
Rogue, yeah.
Well, here's another good red follow-up if we want to stay on the red path. Otherwise,
I don't think there's a reason to diverge from red.
I like
here.
Deadbridge Shaman, but not more than Gearcrafter.
I think the Gearcrafter is probably just the best card in the pack.
Yeah.
So I mean, we just slam that.
Yeah.
And be happy.
As far as if we're trying to like just keep an eye on what our second color might be, nothing. We don't want to commit to anything here. But I'm seeing some black come around, and I'm seeing some green come around.
Yep.
Black was the second best card in the last pack too.
Okay. Blessed Spirits is okay as well as a white card.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worst case a 3/2 flyer or 2/2 flyer. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's really late.
Really late Anointer of Champions.
I think
is that a squeaking noise on your end?
Yes, my dog is playing with a squeaky toy.
Okay,
sorry.
All right. All right.
Yeah, so I mean that is so late that I think we just snap it up and try to be like a red-white aggro deck if we can. Otherwise, we can stay open still with an extra color. But yeah, that's a great sign.
Wow. Firefiend Elemental, 5th pick. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, Firefiend Elemental is perfectly fine here. Not only that, I think that Undead's. I mean, it's right up there with the best cards in the pack again. With Titan Strength, Undead Servant, Totem Guide, Heart Beast, and the Aura deck. But I mean, that's a perfectly acceptable card for us. We really want to start getting some 2-drops, but everybody knows that the 2-drops are good in this format. Yeah. So those are the hardest ones to get.
Yeah. But Firefiend is what you're thinking?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So I think enthralling Victor is okay. Prickle Bore is actually quite good. There's also an Angel's Tomb here. Those are the ones that really
Um,
jump out at me.
I agree. We have 4 creatures already, so Angel's Tomb's looking pretty good. I feel like you can get a Prickle Bore if you want one
Yeah.
at some. So I would pass on the Prickle Bore. I don't mind. I like enthralling Victor, but the reviews on it have been pretty mediocre to
Is there another
underwhelming.
toy for that dog?
No, I can't get it from her right now because I'm sitting down and doing this. So
Okay. All right. So Angel's Tomb?
I think Angel's Tomb. I like picking that here as a aggressive option.
Sure.
It could be wrong, but I like it.
Mage Ring Bully's pretty good. Otherwise, if you want
I'll
to pick up
take,
a sidearm. Otherwise, this Goliath I think is quite good as well. But I'm thinking the Bully, if we're going
I think
aggressive.
we take the bully. I think we take the bully, and then we look for some tricks to play with him early.
Yeah. I think just cutting
Yep.
red super hard is going to be good for us.
Yep.
We could hedge into a Disperse. I don't know if we're going to be aggressive enough for a Chandra's Fury.
Or the Goldforge Sentinel's not bad, although that's really kind of top end.
Yeah.
Disperse might be okay here. Hedge a little bit. We don't.
Yeah.
We're obviously not have to be white, and I actually think it's the best card in the pack. And then the next one is probably Goldforge Sentinel. Guardian Automaton's not bad either, but
All right. So we could stay on aggressive and go with Act Treason or Mighty Leap. Would be my two things. You still there?
yeah, I'm still there.
Okay.
I don't know. My inclination is. I'll let you pick.
I'm grabbing the Treason.
Since we're red, it makes sense.
Yeah. Probably the Cobble Brute over the Flame Shadow, or do
Yeah,
you
I
want
would
to try and
take
get
Cobble
cute?
Brute over it.
What?
No, I would take the Cobble Brute.
Okay. I guess Maritime Guard is probably the best card against us.
Yep. Sideboard Demolish is fine.
Okay.
Like you can board it in if someone's artifact deck. So
Someone wants to keep 4 mana open for Bone to Ash. I say let them have it.
yep.
We could maybe end up playing that if we end up white, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough on the mana.
Yeah. All right, so we're for sure red. I don't feel married to any other color.
Nope, it's nice to be open on anything else at this point. So wow,
I like this
Sentinel,
Acolyte.
Sentinel is like the best uncommon overall,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and I feel like if we just run like 3 or 4 white cards, and that's like I feel like it's that much. Like Acolyte is super good, but basically everybody says that Sentinel is the single best uncommon, and just straight it can just win you the game.
No, I actually agree with that. I was just wondering if we're red, if like we're probably white, so let's just grab it.
I think that leads us to white. The Anointer is super good, and now with the Sentinel, like those 2 white cards are very, very, very good.
Yeah.
And now we can focus really on. We want to get like some cheap red. Yep.
Well, I see the Sergeant. And I see the Free Blade.
We want 2 drops. I would take the Free Blade.
Yeah. Now we're passing red the wrong way now, but hopefully nobody's in that.
We should have cut it pretty well.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Knight.
Oh, look at that Guilt Leaf Winnower there. Pick 3.
Wow.
Wow. That card's real good.
Yeah. Do we want the Knight over the Victor? I would think.
Well, we don't want the Victor. So do we? I think. Yeah. I mean, I guess we take the 3-drop Knight. The Charging Griffin's a consideration for me as well, but
I think actually Call of the Full Moon is also a consideration for me.
Yeah, it's
just because
can
we
be
are
underwhelming.
White, and we were seeing some of the enchantment stuff go late, but I think the Knight is better here.
Okay. I like the 3-drop over the 4-drop Charging Griffin. So
yeah. Okay.
I think it's relatively close. Battlefield Forge.
Yeah, that seems good.
That seems great for us. I do not like Dragon Fodder. If you've played with it at all, it just never feels good.
All right, this is a bummer. This is our first really bummer pack.
Bonding Construct's not bad in this deck.
Yeah. I think this deck could pull that off. I had some bad experience with it. What's Suppression Bonds doing here still?
Yes. I was passing another 2-drop, but that's too good. Wow, and we passed white, so I'm really surprised to see white coming back, considering how deep white is and how everyone basically considers it the best color.
Yeah.
Pretty good on mana, too. We only have double red Chandra and double red Ravaging Blaze. And 1 Battlefield Forge for fixing, so that's great.
Yeah, and we have a high enough density of red spells, there's a chance we can flip this. I'm not planning on it, but...
It's super good to flip. I actually never did in the sealed because I screwed it up, but Subterranean Scout is very good with it. How many spells do we have? We have 4 spells right now. 4. Yeah. I think we take the Majoring Bully.
Yeah, I mean, you're thinking that of the construct, and I think this is just a more solid card.
I like it. I know it can suicide itself, but even if all you do is trade it for their 2-drop, like,
yeah,
clears the way for some of our bigger stuff.
I'd be interested in picking up. It does more of our deck a little bit more. What do we think?
About Alchemist Vial.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's good.
I actually think it's a playable card.
Yeah, I do too.
Main deck.
Yeah, we're aggressive, but we're not that like insanely aggressive. That.
And it triggers prowess on Majoring.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get another Anointer of Champions. That would make our Majoring Bully a lot better.
Oh yeah, that would be sweet for Majoring Bully. Actually, I think the card we want here more than anything might be Fiery Impulse next pack. Subterranean Scout is great with Chandra and the Majorings.
I like it.
I think that's an underrated card. Maybe it's not. I don't see people talk about it that much, but like it does a lot of work in this set with like Nantuku Husk and some other cards.
Yeah, this is a nice little aggressive deck so far.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna take the Call of the Full Moon here.
Okay.
I don't think it's great, but if we end up with something to buy it back, I'm actually really happy with it.
Okay.
It's great with Majoring Bully.
Yeah. Second one or a Charging Griffin. I'll leave it up to you.
I'm gonna grab another one of these. I think that the first one is unlikely to play, and so is the second one. But I think that if we end up in a deck that wants them, it could be extremely good.
I guess if we get like 2 Auramancers, that's pretty good.
That's what I'm thinking. There's no way that we get enough Auramancers that we're gonna play. I think we lost to Murder Investigation last time we were streaming, though.
Oh, why I wasn't watching? I was away.
Yeah, that was a good choice.
I would take the Slug here.
Yeah. We already have 1 Demolish.
You have 1 Demolish. Demolish is like a card you bring in.
We'll probably play our last pick. Plains.
Plains, yeah.
Actually, Chandra... Wait, no, Chandra... I was going to say Chandra with Call of the Full Moon is kind of funny. I guess it falls off and you transform her.
Yeah, it does fall off and you transform. Woodland Bellower. I don't think that's worth any tickets, but let me just double check.
Otherwise, I'm looking at this Lieutenant here.
My dog, of course, chose right now to play with me. No, Woodland Bellower is only worth like 1 ticket, so...
Yeah.
Boy, Lieutenant's rough on the mana, though.
It is rough on the mana. We do have 1 Battlefield Forge. I mean, what else are we taking here? Bully? Or
Bogart,
or Brute. Brute might be good.
I'm not like I don't know. My honest thought is that it's so rough on the mana that we take the Brute. It's no doubt Consul's Lieutenant is a card I'd rather play on 2, but how often are we going to play it on 2, and then how much worse does it get throughout the game? Like it seems maybe we only got 1, 2, 3 white cards, so white's going to be like a pretty splash. Sorry, like I said, my dog decided to play with me right now.
I see a Fire Fiend Elemental. I don't know. I don't want a 3rd Bully.
I agree. 3rd Bully seems bad.
I'm looking at the Fire Fiend Elemental or the Veteran Sidearm. Thoughts?
I would take the Fire Fiend Elemental because I really don't want to play that Cobble Brute on 4.
Okay.
I think
Well,
we
this
should try to.
spell should probably not be in here.
Also true.
Ugh, that's a bummer.
How about an Evolving Wilds?
Yep.
That'll help us with mana. That should be plenty of fixing for just the 4 white cards that we have.
Wow, Acolyte's still here?
Yes, that's the reward for recognizing it was open the first time around.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been happy to pick up this card, or this card at this point in the pack, but I'm ecstatic to pick up an Acolyte.
If we can get a Grasp, that would be a really good card for us.
There was one in the first pack, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if we're the kind of deck that wants a Rogue's Passage, but
I think we do.
Even with the mana, I guess the mana commitments were okay.
I think we've got 2 fixers already, so I think that could be a way for us to win late that we may need.
Sure. Okay. Talk me into it. Titan Strength, Titans or Sigil of Valor.
I like Titan Strength.
Yeah, I think with the Majoring Bully, you're probably right. I don't want to have to put a Sigil of Valor on another bonded construct.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems not ideal. We really like another creature or 2 if we can, and we'll be set up. Also, Active Treason's not.
Well, here's 2 creatures.
Yeah.
But seriously, is that what we pick here?
What else is it good with? It's good with Majoring Bullies.
Good with the Call of the Full Moon, actually.
Not bad with Call of the Full Moon. I think we pick it. Maybe we don't run it, though.
Yeah.
I don't think we run Infectious Bloodlust with the double Call of the Full Moon.
No.
Wow, it's actually dried up.
Yeah.
Somebody else, I bet you moved into red. Well, I don't know.
Well, we did pass some red at the beginning. Who knows? I mean, I'm still pretty happy with this deck. I'm going to grab a Smash for the board.
Or we cut Nissa's Revelation, although I'm not real worried about that card. If they get to 7, we probably aren't winning anyways.
Right.
Majoring Bully. I think we're running it.
Or another Alchemist Vial.
Oh, you're right. We could run that. Oh man, that's tough. We do have a number of spell. I mean,
yeah, we did just pick up the Titan Strength.
The Vial. I don't know. Maybe it's Vial. I don't know. I'll leave it to you.
Grabbing the Bully.
I feel like it's all right.
We have the Angel's Tomb where we were only at 14 creatures at the time. Sidearm's pretty good here, right?
I like Mighty Leap over Sidearm.
You think so?
I do. I mean, that's a 5-power Majoring Bully getting in.
Yeah. Once.
Or, I mean, again, that could be another way for us to get in for lethal.
Sure. Chandra flips, right?
Potentially.
I'm confused by that card. I'll have to actually read it. I'll be honest. I don't really look at mythics until I open them. I think actually we take the Enshrouding Mist over the...
Yes, take Enshrouding Mist. I like that.
That's actually,
I like that pick here.
Not bad.
It's good with Majoring Bully, too. Yeah. Well, Sigil of Valor.
We'll see. All right. So we have 27 cards. We actually need to make some cuts.
Sweet.
All right. So things that that easily pull onto the chopping block are all the cards that I talked us into taking.
I like Enshrouding Mist. I would keep that.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident to keep Mighty Leap, but just in case.
I think Vial's 100% in. I don't think it's even on the chopping block.
All right. So are these all cards that you're worth considering?
I would also consider. Well, maybe
Cobble should just be chopped.
Cobble Root might. Yeah, we'll put it on the board for now. So this leaves us with. So how many do we have off to the side? 6.
6 cards off to the side. Yeah.
And we need to cut 3 of those.
Yeah.
Okay. For me then, sigil, active treason. And then
this is the second call, by the way.
This is the what?
Second call of the
Yes, yes, I know. Yeah, we have 2 more, or one other one already in the deck. I feel like with no Auramancers, maybe just one Call of the Full Moon is correct.
Second
one seems like you could really like.
Those were actually that was the exact 3 picks that I wanted. The only one I wasn't sure of was between Dragon Fodder and Call.
And I'm not in love with Dragon Fodder, but it's a spell for Mage Ring Bully. They can attack with the Anointer of Champions. They can also wear a combat trick pretty well if we need that. They can trigger Chandra too.
Yeah.
Okay. Occasionally they're good. Like against elves, they're not bad. They have some 1 toughness elves.
So you basically either need to cast 2 red spells after her in 1 turn, or you need to hit with her and then cast a red spell.
Right. So, and the other thing is, when I screwed up in multiple ways. So, the biggest thing to remember is that the tap ability, it triggers on the tap ability. It's not like some of the other planeswalkers where like it's not just, she doesn't just have the text.
Shit.
She's dealt 3 or more damage this turn. Oh shit. Yes. Why is that over?
I don't know. See you later, Dragon Fodder.
Yes. Dragon's out. Yeah.
Chat, you disappoint me.
I don't know if there's, I haven't been looking at chat. I've been
I'm just saying that chat should have been yelling at us.
Sentinel, yeah, that would have been a goof.
All right.
Yeah, so go back to Chandra real quick. We have 6 minutes. So it triggers on the tap deal 1 damage ability. So you can't do that and then attack with her for 3 damage. Like you have to attack first and then play your spell after combat, which can be really awkward with cards like Subterranean Spirit.
Yeah.
Or not Spirit, Subterranean, the Goblin that makes her unblockable. So your ideal situation is like you play her turn 3, and then they like don't have a block or something along those lines, and then you can attack with her.
Yeah.
Or you could do something like player turn 3, turn 4, the Subterranean guy, make her unblockable, attack with her, and then like follow up. And then follow up like Ring Bully or something like that, or Call the Full Moon. Like that's basically the way to do it. She's relatively tough, but she's also a clock. If you can get ahead and get them to like 8, and then she just starts pinging for 1 a turn, sometimes 2 a turn. Like that's a real thing that your opponent has to deal with. So,
just quick on mana, I'm thinking 8/6. We have a Battlefield Forge and Evolving Wilds.
Yeah, that looks good. And with the Rogue's Passage, we don't want to skimp too much on white.
Great. I think this deck is sweet.
It looks nice. It's got I wish we would have gotten like a Fiery Impulse or a Lightning Javelin or something like that, but it is what it is. We're using tricks for our removal and the suppression bonds, and then we've got the 1 Ravaging Blaze too, which is solid.
Yeah,
and enough. We have enough spells to trigger Spell Mastery on it too if we need it.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be back at the start of the round.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think this Mighty Leap should be able to do some work, I would hope. Alright, that's... I don't really plan on flipping the Chandra, but I think she's still worth it, and maybe on the off chance we'll get her. I think this Angel's Tomb should be pretty good too. Kind of nice. It's a nice follow up to a Mage Ring Bully. Like then you have a 3/3 attacker. Yeah, I don't know. I am nervous about 3 Mage Ring Bullies. I usually like to have kind of a diverse threats, and especially threats that if they can answer, get permanently answered, or like It's like having a bunch of 2/2s when they have a 2/3. Like, that sucks. But then if that 2/2 has to attack a shirt, if able, that's even worse. But I'm hoping that with Mighty Leap, Titan Strength, Enshrouding Mist, and even Anointer Champions can help get it through. Hopefully that's good enough. You just don't, you just don't get the premium two drops anymore since people figured out that's what this set is all about.
I did read an article today that red white is the best archetype. I don't know. I'm not going to say that means anything for us, but
I feel like both red and white were open for the first 2 packs. I'm not so sure on the 3rd pack what happened, but
it's very it's possible other people moved into them, or it's possible that like there just weren't as many red and white cards in the 3rd pack. So, we shall. But I think we ended up with a very solid deck with some. We have 2 or 3 like premium cards, and then everything else is really right in the middle. And then there's a lot of synergy cards too. So I think it's a pretty solid deck. Not too disappointing.
Yeah, I think these majoring bullies are. I was talking to chat. These are my biggest concern.
I agree. See, and I'm not getting chat now. I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to pause the video and interact, but it's not showing me.
I almost wonder if cutting one of the majoring bullies for an act of treason would be good in this deck.
It's very possible.
Just because we have a lot of renowned. I don't know. I don't know if we're aggressive enough for that. The Alchemist Vial makes me not like that plan because we definitely have some like less aggressive cards.
I think it's a very viable sideboard option. I think game 1 we should try to be as aggressive as possible, and then maybe we can switch around.
Yeah.
I think you'll have to do chat because I don't know if my computer just doesn't
I can't
like
see.
doing.
Chat's not working for me either. So.
Oh, all right. Sorry, chat. We're not. I'm gonna try to. There's only 2 people watching, so maybe nobody's chatting, anyways. But yeah.